Hey guys, Tarek here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Lierneux. Playing Vitor, spawning on the left. We have a Korean player. I looked this up on Google Translate. His name is Bungjjeubungjjeu. Teaming up with him will be CPU NonStandard. I think these guys are a random team, but both in the top 100. In fact, I think the Korean player was ranked 4. Facing against them, we'll have a double OKW team of Victor number 52 and Krotentoten. So there's a bit of everything on this map really, which is good. I mean, you know, you've got this like kind of more open area here in the north where you can get your long-range tank destroyers going on. You've got this nice city area here, lots of garrisons, and then in the south you've got this wooded forest area. So there's a bit of everything on this map, quite a large map as well for a 2v2, and a wide front that you fight your opponents on, so it can be hard to cover everything, but it does offer quite diverse play, and I think most people do consider it to be slightly ally favoured, but nothing too critical. We see an early fighting position going down here for Bungjjeubungjjeu. Not in range of the stronghouse, which seems to be very important on this map though. So perhaps that's a slight miscalculation, but it will deny this house, and so same with this house. Usually those rifle grenades. But we haven't seen a rifle grenade come out for quite a while now. Maybe he's inside a min range here, I'm not sure. Very curious as to why we haven't seen any more rifle grenades come out of that fighting pit. I see one man in there is not shooting, maybe he's bugged out. Unfortunate turn of events there. For Bungjjeubungjjeu. An engagement here in the north. Stoompunt is getting picked apart at long range from those riflemen, but there are some Volks arriving shortly, and they do have this tank trap up there. That being said, riflemen will win this at close range, so luckily there's another squad of Volks there coming shortly behind. It looks like the Axis are off to a good start here. They're going to get both the fuels under their control. And 2 of the VPs as well. That being said, they don't have control of the munitions in the south, so those are going to have an early munitions advantage, and we can see Bungjjeubungjjeu using that fighting position with the MG up here in the centre, and that's going to cover the central fuel quite nicely. Maybe that will turn the tide for the allies in the centre. See, CPU NonStandard has gone with Rifle Company already. And he's pumping out a few rear echelon flamer squads, and he's actually got 3 rear echelons, so this is definitely part of his strategy here. And they will perform well in that city part of the map. There we go, forcing away those Volks. So it looks like the allies are going to take control now of both fuels in return. So maybe they're going to be back in this game. We see a battle group going back here. Decent spot for it. Put that a few little shot blockers around there, so it's not too vulnerable, but also quite close to the front lines. Sometimes see people put them around here, and a bit further north does seem to be a bit more vulnerable to like AT gunfire. Whereas if you put it down here, in the AT guns over here, quite easily flanked from this direction here, so it is a bit safer to put it more southwards. Oh, this is double rifle company from the WS Forces team here. Interesting to see. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't check their loadouts, so I'm not sure if either one had tactical support, but there we go. Those flamethrowers doing bonus damage against the garrison there, clearing out that MG, in fact knocking it out. And that's what we're seeing, that double munitions coming good for the allies here in the early game. They've got these fighting positions, they're getting a lot of flamethrowers going on the rear echelons. They're definitely making use of those early munitions. And this fighting position has actually been doing some pretty good work here in the centre. Making life very hard for the Axis to recap it. Chucky's getting a squad around the side, maybe going to throw a flame grenade on top of that and they will probably knock it out. Unfortunately, no, he's going to use his flame grenade on this garrison instead. Kind of interesting choice, probably a bad choice honestly. If he'd thrown on this, he probably would have killed it, and Captain Squad in this house doesn't pose much of a threat, if I'm honest. Front position is much more of a priority target. Now the Axis is starting to struggle for map control. And the Allies already getting the fuel cache down. This is going to be some fast taking coming in from them. Looks like we've got a lieutenant from CPU NonStandard and a captain from Bungjjeubungjjeu. Coming out of that Captain Tech will be a pack-outer. Slightly late retreat there, that could go down. No, some good rolls there as they skate away to safety. Lieutenant outnumbered here, but here comes some riflemen from the south. Lieutenant's still going to have to retreat. The rifleman may end up winning this engagement. Those Stern's getting incredibly low. You can sense he wants. Oh, in fact, he doesn't even need to soft retreat. He's already got the forward retreat point unlocked. We can hard retreat just to this point here, but you've got to be careful because there's the AA half track. Especially all these squads may want to cancel this forward retreat point here. Could end up costing him a lot of squads. Don't have any requisitions as of yet. Either player, so all they've got is this lone Shrek squad to try and push that A half track back. This could be a big win for their allies here. Oh, a lot of pressure right here, and you can see the map control they have. They've got the entire map right now. Man. Got quite a lot of fuel for Krotentoten. He doesn't have enough manpower to. Probably should get a Puma right now, but doesn't have enough manpower to do so. A bit late for the Lukes. But the Puma would be a nice counter to the A half track. Well, it's been a pretty frantic start, but things are cooling off now. Allies doing a lot of reinforcing and rehabbing their wounds at the ambulance. Got a lot of recreational flamers. CPU non-standard here. Probably a good idea to get these early because then they can vet up. And now because they changed the variancy, so now they get the extra man at Vet 3 rather than Vet 2. Probably better you get that process started earlier rather than later. Increase their durability so they can hang on into the late game. Re-echelons in a bit of trouble. Big push through the north as well. The Allies applying so much pressure, but the Axis are managing to hold on to that northern fuel, which is important. Krotentoten's got quite a lot of fuel saved up now. It does have enough to go for a Stuka, and can in fact. He's got a lot of walking Stuka bulletins, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is what he's going for instead of the Puma. The kid gets one shot off on the A half track. He is quite quick to react though, gets out of there. Smart. Helm's away. Raketin now trying to camo, but Rifleman closing in. Probably going to have to retreat that thing. Nice positioning here by his MG34, but there are a lot of riflemen here. I don't know if he's going to suppress them all. They have smoke, no smoke. No smoke for either US forces play here, which I think is a mistake. The push may come to an end because they don't have smoke here, and they've got plenty of resources, a lot of munitions and a lot of fuel. They could definitely afford to kick smoke, kick grenades. Right now. Oh, squad wipe there in the north. Victor losing a squad, unfortunately, to the A half track. I think he's too busy trying to micro all the stuff here in the centre. Loses that Fox squad.
Just took the battlefield.
Oh, Shri. Squad gets suppressed there, reducing the accuracy, and even at close range, not managing to hit that AA half track. But here comes a Krotentoten. He's backing into combat. Pins his squad, and they're not going to fire off any more shots. And Krotentoten, oh, gets one shot on. That was kind of lucky, actually. What's this coming down here? White phosphorus being dropped by CPU non-standard. That's going to make Victor think twice about actually trying to cap this fuel. He's going to take a lot of damage on these Volkswagens if he does. The Echelon's taking a lot of damage here. They're negative cover, getting shredded by these Volkswagen. They're probably going to go down. Yep. Bad reaction times there from CPU non-standard. I mean, they were on 4 men, but they're so low on health, and they ran across that negative cover road. They just got diced up. Clawing their way back into this game on the back of these machine guns, and still don't. Oh, nice Stuka barrage there. Ends up taking out the Packhauser, doing quite a bit of damage to the fighting position too. But yeah, on the back of these EMGs, the Axis seem to be steadying the game, and that's because, of course, these US Forces players haven't got smoke yet. If they had smoke, they'd be doing a lot better, I feel. And this is what can happen if you just hold on to the north here. There are 2 VPs up here and the fuel. That's all you need to win this game. Of course, losing out on those southern munitions can hurt you in terms of troop upgrades and off maps, but ultimately you can win the game just by holding on to the north of this map. Looks like Victor's bringing his truck up here, perhaps thinking about putting a Schwer down. And honestly, you have to be really careful with your Schwer placements in 2v2s. Too far forwards and they can be pushed down so easily. Luckily though, because they have a rifle company, there aren't any big off-map artillery strikes here from either US Forces player, which quite common when facing against US Forces. I mean, the mechanized artillery is extremely strong, so is time on target from infantry company, and but luckily the Axis don't have to worry about those big off maps taking down the HQs, but still have to be very careful. 2 AT guns can push down a truck quite quickly. In fact, I played a game where we put their truck here just yesterday, I think it was, and I pushed it twice in the exact same spot and pretty much crippled them. Oh, nice Stuka barrage there, takes down the captain in the garrison. Looks like it also wrecked. No, backups are still there. I thought it wrecked it, and their fighting position getting extremely low, but still doing its work and putting on to that central fuel there. How's it going for kills there? 8 kills, nearly vet 1. Okay, so we've got a bar and a bazooka on this rifleman squad here, but they're running right past this Volkswagen squad and they're getting punished for doing so. Like, this may go down. Here come the Sturms. Nope, that'll be fine. Incendiary rounds activated there by the MG34, pushing away those rear echelon flamers. Looks like maybe one rear echelon squad went down there for CPU non-standard. That's unfortunate for him. Also looks like CPU non-standard ticked both the lieutenant and captain now, so it's going to delay his progress towards an easy 8.
There's a major reporting for action.
Which I assume he's going to be going for shortly. But we'll see a regular Sherman here from Bungjjeubungjjeu. Probably a pretty good idea at the moment because Axis have had such little fuel control so far. The Allies don't have to worry about any Axis armor right now, so better to have the regular Sherman and then the Easy 8 because it does better against infantry squads when it's using those high explosive rounds.
A capture point. The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
Ooh, another decent Stuka barrage there, but only managed to catch this squad here. Doesn't even manage to wipe them either. So just a few light skirmishes going on here and there. Still neither US player has tech nades now. Seems like they've both invested a lot into weapons upgrades. A lot of bars and a lot of bazookas on both players. The thing about nades though is they are such a useful tool for getting wipes. So yeah, it's kind of a shame not to see those, and of course, as I was saying earlier, those smokes would really help against the MG34s that Victor has been fielding. If we look at the VP situation, we see Allies are slightly ahead, but Axis by no means out of this game. They've been holding on to this northern VP for dear life, and occasionally capping this one here as well, so they're by no means out of this game despite a rather poor start and very little map control. So we've got an Easy 8 coming out now from CPU non-standard, perhaps expecting Panzer 4 shortly, and that's not too far off really. Panzer 4 150 fuel, so Victor will be able to afford that very shortly, probably what he's saving for now. Nice timing on the Easy 8 from CPU non-standard. Where's this going? Oh, that was a nasty one. That was a very good Stuka barrage. 19 kills now. So what's that? It's been 11 kills in the last 2 barrages. That's decent. That's better than decent. That's good. Nearly vet 2 already now. Now having those reload recharge portals do help, that's for sure. 15% faster. In fact, I think they stack, so it might even be like 16%. One thing you learn from doing casts, not try and do mass on screen while you're casting very hard. So, apparently CPU's non-standard got a bit of lag there and lost his A half-track as a result, also losing his lieutenant. No, rifleman squad there in the north, so some nasty losses there for CPU non-standard. Oh, big push coming in here from Bungjjeubungjjeu. Needs to get these rear echelons focused on the units in the garrison. Here he goes. Yeah, evacuate just in the nick of time. Here comes the Sherman for the follow-up. No. A bit late to the party. If he had got there in time, might have been able to wipe that one-man Volk squad. Now transitioning into a Scot.
Captain just took the battlefield.
I don't like this unit really. A lot of issues with it. Cost, range. All time. Used to be quite popular because it could one-hit squads, especially if they're clumped up on light cover, but it really does that these days. Okay, here we go. Easy 8 versus Panzer 4 here in the north. Easy 8 should win this one though. It's got slightly more health. Also better penetration on its weapon. I'm not sure how that compares though to the OKW armor in terms of percentage chances to penetrate versus each other. But yeah, just in terms of health alone, the Easy 8 should win that one with no other help. Easy 8 takes an extra shot as it tries to back away to safety. Captain trying to hold on to this northern fuel for dear life and delay any further Axis armor. I can't blame him. Looks like Krotentoten has saved up quite a bit of fuel, maybe considering putting down his tech. In fact, he is bringing up the SOU supply truck now. Looks like he wants to put it up here in the north to try and cover this fuel. Be careful though, he's still captain here. Oh, not for long. Here comes Stuka Barrage. Oh, annihilated! Absolutely wrecked. One rocket, direct hit, and that captain. I mean, it was already low on health, so fair enough. But just got one shot there. 5 men. He's out-spotted that SW supply truck, I think. No? Gonna try to crush these folks, and he does a pretty good job of it too. Unfortunately, his turret bugging out there and doing some crazy maneuvers. Krotentoten, sensing that Easy 8 was there, trying to back away now with his supply truck, probably going to put his HQ in a different and maybe safer spot. Looks like Victor's bringing in another truck, probably going to put down his mechanized HQ now. Maybe he's going to go for a King Tiger now, and we'll wait and see though. Oh, this MG's about to go down to this flamethrower. There it goes. Here comes a Stuka, getting quite close in terms of range. What's he targeting? Targeting these squads. Wow, and he gets another wipe there. That was a full health rifleman squad. That thing just all of a sudden, CPU NonStandard has lost so much. He's lost 3 squads and his A half-track, so he suffered some big losses, mainly at the hands of that Stuka as well. He's definitely struggling, as you can see, in terms of population size, much lower than Bungjjeubungjjeu. Big force here of infantry in the south from Krotentoten. Just to get out though, as the HE Sherman arrives, and also got these Scots. Actually not doing too badly though.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Oh, 2 Easy 8s here engaging against this Panzer 4. Looks like this one's going to go down though. Yep, there it goes. Nice Raked in there as well as a Shrek squad. Oh, and there's another Raked here in the north, HQ going down as well. This could be a dead Sherman. He pops smoke to try and cover his retreat. And for a bit late to the chase, and doesn't have his combat blitz anymore either, so he's actually probably going to get away. Oh, looks like this MG34 is about to go down once again. I only just recruited this thing. Yep. What's the squad up to? He's running up there, but there's no love from him up there. If he goes up there anymore with lone infantry squads, he's going to get shut down by the Schwer. And also nice to see a Raketen up here, just to keep the Schwer safe. Against any Russian destruction attempts on the Schwer. So the Axis continue to set up shop here in the north. And it seems to be keeping them in the game, and it can be a trouble because both these US Forces players don't have access to, of course, the Pershing or the Calliope, so they could be in trouble against late game OKW. I know this is a hot topic these days, about in team games especially. Axis having a pretty large advantage, especially against US forces. And a lot of players actually calling for slight nerfs to US forces early game in exchange for a slightly better late game. And I think that's a good idea. More even balance throughout the whole game. that'll probably be best achieved by maybe nerfing the M20 and buffing the Jackson, maybe get a bit more health so it can actually survive a little bit. Down goes Cash, but here comes a Jackson. He's one shot off on the P4. Easy 8 wants to chase as well, but there are two Shrek squads here and probably a Raketen somewhere as well. Raketen's still in the north.
Orders complete. Standing by. Receiving enemy.
Jackson has to disengage there. Doesn't want to risk chasing, run into some more of those Raketens.
Where's the shooter? Get eyes on.
Oh, this could be a devastating Stuka barrage. It's quite a few kills.
Under attack.
Oh, but they end up wiping that squad there. That was the Sturms, so he's not going to have any repairs. Well, of course, this guy's mech truck, but mobile repairs, should I say. Oh, a lot of fire all at once on that squad, getting extremely low. Has to run through this blob. That's going to be a wipe, I think. Yep. And they drop a Shrek as well. Luckily there's a blob on hand. They're probably going to recruit that. Ooh! These Scots are very fragile, but they're doing a pretty good job against Krotentoten's blob here. P4 tries to get in there. I think he wants to try and knock them out. Who died to 2 shots, of course. A lot of support, and that takes injured damage now. Rifleman here with bazookas, with Jackson support. This may be a dead P4 here. There is, of course, a Shred to try and protect them. Jackson cannot get line of sight here. Ooh, tries to blind fire there. Attack ground does not land. P4's going to limp away to safety. Looks like a squad went down here. Looks like there was a Volk squad from the blob. So the Allies still doing a good job of trading here. As you've seen, it's reflected in the army size. They are well ahead of the Axis. The Axis is still doing a pretty good job in terms of controlling these northern VPs. Okay, so it looks like CPU NonStandard is working his way to the north, and he's going to try to execute a push on this northern Shred. There's still that Raketen up here though. He's not going to be able to stick around for a long time, and he's going with his tank slightly before his AT gun gets there. That could be his undoing here. Couple shots there connect with this Easy 8. It's already backing off. He pops smoke on top of the Raketen. Tree getting extremely low. Does not finish it off though. Needs one more shot on it. Oh, and he misses with the AT gun. One more shot. There we go. Down goes the Shred, just in the nick of time. 3 Raketens and a Shrek squad, as well as a P4 working its way north. In fact, this P4 could probably get a wipe here on one of these 2 tanks. AT gun in a bit of trouble. P4 is blitzing. He's trying to find that low health Easy 8. Easy 8 is very fast though, especially on a road. But maybe caught up with the pathing here. Oh, down goes one of them. Looks like he's going to disengage there. Here comes a Jackson from the side. Misses his first shot though, and here comes a lot of AT. This Jackson could go down in one volley here, very easily. Kittens line up their shots. Jackson trying to back away. In fact, he may go for the Sherman instead. That's exactly what he's doing. It will not go down in one volley though. Oh, and that squad dies. Nice HE round there, and in fact both of these may be going down here. White phosphorus being dropped, kind of covering that thing's retreat if I'm honest. Big blob moving through the centre now. Have to be very careful around this thing. They've got 3 Shreks and a lot of Fausts on offer. They do have, both Axis players have a decent amount of munitions now, so don't have to worry about saving that. They've got plenty to spend on Fausts.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured. line just got cut off.
So Krotentoten, having lost his tier 4 tech structure, probably going to have to think about going for the King Tiger now. Very punishing to lose your tech structure. It's 120 fuel down, so if he tries to rebuild it, he'll only be on 120 fuel, so... he won't even be in range of a tank. Maybe Jagdpanzer 4, but maybe about it. Oh, this tank's extremely low here with the damaged engine. Looks like the Easy 8's going to try and knock it out. Bounces that shot from the P4, and there he goes. Nicely done there by the Easy 8. This is the Hero Easy 8, Vet 3. Now he's running through the north though, through this Rakete, and luckily it refaces. He's only going to get one shot, and this is a Vet 4 Rakete. This thing is going to be pretty lethal, I think. Firing range of Vet 4, so it's got more range. So I mean that is a lot of range there. Rarely you see a Rakete get to this high of a level of veterancy. They get decrewed so easily. Also, another issue that some people have with OKW versus the US Forces matchup in team games is that Axis have a lot of heavy tanks available. In this case, we're not going to be seeing the Jag Tiger, but we will be seeing the King Tiger most likely. And heavy tanks tend to have a lot of rear armor, and that makes medium tank flanking plays not as rewarding as it should be, because they can still bounce shots off their rear armor. And flanking with mediums is already very risky if you run forwards. You know, maybe run over mines, get snared by Fausts or AT grenades, run through AT guns. Very risky, and then you don't get the reward of guaranteed penetrating shots on the rear armor of heavy tanks, since US forces rely on their medium tanks. So if you're not getting those guaranteed penetrations on rear armor, I mean, it's just a big issue. How are you supposed to kill heavy tanks in those situations? Ooh, these Scots working on that Fallschirmjäger squad getting extremely low. Oh, switches targets, gets a wipe there. The squad actually may go down as well. With the Shrek as well. This is that shot. This is the bar squad trying to get in there in the retreat path. Interesting retreat path there. Goes around the fence down there. Oh, this squad takes a nasty HE shell. May go down as well. Oh, yep, there we go. Wasn't going to get that lucky twice with those escapes, unfortunately. So Krotentoten once again, his army is so small. Basically just a walking Stuga and two Fallschirmjäger squads at the moment. But he is saving up for that King Tiger. He should be getting pretty close to it. It's got the fuel. Doesn't quite have the manpower yet. Oh, that is the Vet 5 Rakete now. Nice. Nice to see. Oof. Easy 8's about to go down here. Yep, there he goes. These things have got pretty good rate of fire now at this level of veterancy. Ooh, that AT gun got shattered. Just completely wiped off the face of the earth there.
Luftwaffe reports Fallschirmjäger ready for deployment.
Well, there's one good thing about having so many re-echelons for the flamethrowers is that you can actually repair your tanks without having to get the vehicle crews out. In general, speed up repair of tanks. Axis still hanging on though. Still keeping a lockdown on Central VP and occasionally making pushes for this one, so they're not too far behind in terms of VP, still only about 100 behind, despite having very little map control this entire game. And we're about to see a King Tiger now coming up from Krotentoten. He's also got Vet 4 on his Stuka, so that thing's cooling down extremely fast now. So he can shoot, he can bust one of those shots off just so quickly here. Reload so quick, and here comes the King Tiger. Since the squad wiping machine. See if NonStandard's going to be careful here. In fact, that's 2 King Tigers almost simultaneously for the Axis players. And now the allies, they're going to have to reassess things, maybe invest in some more Jacksons. The problem with Jacksons is, since the King Tiger got that extra 5 range, Jackson's barely outranged the King Tiger at 45 range to 60. And you may think, well, that's 15 range, that's a lot of range, but most tanks only have 35 sight range, so... Oh, nice shot there! Walking Stuka goes down from the Jackson. And here come the King Tigers. Oh, and there's a lot of infantry very low. About to get some wipes here, I feel. Late retreats by Bungjjeubungjjeu. Luckily though, they do get away. White Phosphorus also making life hard for the Axis. But yeah, the extra 5 range, and King Tigers do 240 damage, Jacksons have 480 health, so King Tigers 2-shot Jacksons. So it only takes a small micro misplay, and your Jackson is dead at the hands of the King Tiger. So got a bit of AT trying to work on these King Tigers and bouncing most of their shots, and there we go, the wiping machines. In fact, everything bouncing off these double King Tigers here. Needs to activate the Sabot rounds if he wants to increase his penetration chances. I don't think the M1. There we go. Sabot rounds now activated. No, was that the evap rounds from the Jackson, in fact? But now, all of a sudden, the Allies' front line is crumbling on the back of these double King Tigers here. Spearheading the way forwards, wiping all these squads. Team movement's not standing a chance. Axis armor is just starting to overwhelm the allies here. What's the Scot doing? He's about to go down now. Oh no, he's popping smoke. Risky. I mean, he's trying to get an AT grenade range, I think, but he's suffering huge losses. Trying to get a snare on one of these King Tigers, and hopefully he can chase it down. Instead, he's just suffering so many losses. And look at that, CPU NonStandard's army is now shattered, completely shattered. Now he's down to 30 population size. Of course, he crewed one of his tanks, but still extremely low army now, and dropped a lot of weapons, as you can see. Flamethrowers, bars. Allies are really hurting now. On both these King Tigers arriving at the exact same time really put a damper on their planes, and kind of lucky that the Allies did kill that walking Stuka, otherwise they'd be in even worse trouble. Look at these Vet 5 Fallschirmjäger, nice to see. Axis are also putting a bit of pressure here on the southern VP as well, so in fact they may set up a triple cap here shortly. Easy 8 is now being dispensed to the south. Fallschirmjäger do quickly retreat though, perhaps hearing that through the fog of war. Seeing some of those spikes being destroyed through the fog of war. This King Tiger's back up to full already, this one's not far behind. Where's the okay, the other repair truck's in base, so it's probably not going to see much use. Looks like this fuel cache is about to go down. So it doesn't really matter, Bungjjeubungjjeu's got a lot of fuel in the bank. He's got a lot of army size as well, he's got a pretty sizable army. CPU NonStandard Continues to invest in easy 8s. We'll have trouble though. Just penetrate the King Tiger's front line, but not that good. What's their penetration? I think their penetration is about 165. King Tiger's front line was 375, so about a 50% chance to penetrate the King Tiger from the front. Of course, that will change with range. Slightly worse than 50% chance. King Tiger's just lumbering around, come in, do a little manpower bleed, back out for repairs, rinse and repeat. And look at that one, 24 kills already, but in fact both of them exactly the same amount of kills at 24. I mean, they came out at the exact same time. These are the King Tiger twins. Must be proclaimed. Identical twins. They're the same skins? No. Different skins, unfortunately. Maybe not identical twins, but just twins. Oh, nice. 1-2 there from the Easy 8s taking out that squad. King Tiger now coming. But we've got a lot of bazookas from the south. He needs to get in range to try and get a snare on that thing now. Jackson's trying to kite away. Just keep that Vet 3 Jackson alive at all costs. Still hasn't got an AT grenade off on this thing. I don't know why. Looks like he stopped to fire his bazookas here trying to chase. Oh, Jackson's in a bit of trouble here. Could take a shred from this squad. Nope. Instead, both of these squads are... I mean, all these squads taking huge losses to these King Tigers, and Allies unable to kill them. They're going to back away. Scots are still doing a pretty good job at bleeding, which is nice to see. 26 kills on this one. I think he swapped vehicle crews. Maybe put.
A capture point is being overrun.
It looks like he put one of his Scot crews into his Jackson, because this says 45 kills. So that's a nice way of getting that instant vet on his Jackson. I was wondering how they got vet 3 so quickly.
300 points remaining.
And here I was thinking those double Scots were going to come back and bite him, but they seem to have been a very good decision so far. And I'm starting to get, I mean, CPU non-standard at the very least, starting to get a bit light on infantry. Suffering so many wipes at the hands of these King Tigers, and they have prepared their back for another round of punishment. Got a few more AT guns here though this time. Oh, but we've got a Stuka here just in the nick of time to try and deal with these AT guns. Jackson, what's the Jackson doing? Oh no, the Vet 3 Jackson goes down. Oh, crushing blow there for Bungjjeubungjjeu. They really need that thing alive.
Infantry group lost.
He's going to get himself another Jackson, but yeah, Vet 3. We'll probably do that trick again with the Scot, but big shame to lose all that veterancy, that's for sure. Probably also move his forward retreat point a bit further forwards. Currently quite defensive. I know that the Stuka's back on the field now, but hasn't been for quite a while, and the Stuka's probably going to be busy trying to target down these AT guns. Allies still have had a very good control on the south. They've had those double munitions basically the entire game, but they kind of run out of things to spend their munitions on. All they've got is these white phosphorus barrages. All these squads have got full upgrades. yeah, they don't really have any other munition sinks. Perhaps they should use some more rifleman flares. Flare sight, but may synergize quite well with the Jacksons. Sight. So he needs to get an AT grenade. Okay, looks like he popped his AT grenade too early before it got below the threshold there, and so it kind of walked back to safety. And that's actually another good thing they could spend on the bow rounds, of course. Oh, what's this Sherman doing? Trying to get behind, trying to path block this King Tiger. Unsuccessful though. Good use of smoke, but that King Tiger's going to get away. Other King Tiger's coming up for reinforcements. Easy 8's feeling bold. Looks like he's going to back away though. And this get to German's going to go down for no real reason. Where was that? Was that Jackson? Okay, Jackson was nowhere near to support that. So very risky plays there by Bungjjeubungjjeu again, and not working out for him, unfortunately. VP situation's pretty much leveled out now. Oh, nice volley there by the Easy 8s. Liking that squad. And if we look at army size, they are starting to draw closer to level now. Mainly because these King Tigers doing so much damage. There's 31 kills, 34 for this one. And of course that Stuka being back on the field. Should be able to control these US forces blobs with no trouble. Oof. Oh, that could be a huge grenade. Yep. Here comes the Jackson. Got to be careful though. As I was saying, gets two shot by the King Tiger. Misses that shot, I think. Fails to penetrate on the other one. Oh, he takes a damaged engine. This is the time. The Easy 8s need to rotate here and try and kill this King Tiger now. It's now or never. Late to react. In fact, he's just going to go for the full health King Tiger in the north. And this is what happens in random teams. Sometimes you don't get this good synergy going on. Got a lot of Shreks coming up here. This Jax is going to have to disengage, and unfortunately I think this King Tiger is going to get away to safety. If only there's a bit more teamwork here between the two allies. Probably would have been able to get that King Tiger. It's going to limp back to safety now though. Oh, that's a real shame. If they killed that, maybe they could get there. Maybe they could make a push and win this game, but as it stands right now, it looks like they're going to have to suffer for at least another few minutes. And yeah, that manpower bleed continues to weigh on the US Forces players.
The enemy has cut our supply chain. The resource sector has been. That's
not to say that they're not doing good bleed in return, but it's largely the hand of the infantry, and of course those Scots. Remember that grenade just before wiped a squad. Whereas the King Tigers are really doing all the work for the Axis right now. Look at the King Tiger veteran. See both of them getting pretty close to Vet 3. Spearhead, that's a rubbish ability. So that doesn't really matter. Ability and sight. Ooh. Increased sight is always nice. And ability is quite good for a slow King Tiger. Uh-oh! King Tiger's running straight into 2 AT guns and 3 Easy 8s. But every single thing is bouncing. Finally, one shot penetrates, but these Easy 8s try and back away. Right, this is a mistake. Needs to swarm now with the mobility of these Easy 8s. Try and take out this King Tiger. King Tiger looks like it's going to activate Blitz. Here comes the Jackson from the south as well. King Tiger's on half health. Needs to get a snare on that thing. No, he's going to get away, I think. And look at that. That King Tiger, his frontal armor, bouncing everything the allies could throw at it. I feel like CPU non-standard's lack of commitment there perhaps costing him. Once the King Tiger got to this point, he used a swarm, try to get to its flank, and maybe he'd lose an easy 8 or 2, but definitely worth it to knock out these highly vetted up King Tigers. And there wasn't that much infantry up there for support either, so wouldn't have suffered too many losses, I don't think. But now there are 2 Raketens up here, so much bigger hurdle. Got 2 Jacksons, or Bungjjeubungjjeu. Looks like one of his Scots. No, Scott's still alive.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
And it's good from Krotentoten occasionally sending squads here to the south to try and divert their opponent's attention from the north and maybe try and get the VP bleed going the other way. Good to mix things up occasionally. And now with fewer kittens up here in the north, that's going to make things a lot harder for the allies. As I was saying, this is where the Calliope would come into its own, but of course neither player has that option, unfortunately. Gonna have to rely on the Scots. So we see the Allies still pretty far ahead in terms of army size, but the Axis still seem to be doing a bit better in terms of VP control. Oof. Down goes Kitten, but ZZ8's taking a lot of damage. Double King Tiger, so powerful. All these shots bouncing. There's a few bazookas. That squad gets wiped. Jackson's missing, bouncing. Comes a stupid barrage. Oh no! Oh, and down goes one of the Jacksons to the Stuka rockets. Got 3 Easy 8s here, or 4 Easy 8s actually. But they're powerless against the might of the King Tiger. Front line too strong. What CP NonStandard really needs to do is come around here from the north, I think, and try and get a flank on them. If he gets the rear armor, he'll be able to take them down pretty quickly with all those highly vetted up Easy 8s. Their improved rates of fire, they should be able to take those King Tigers down pretty effectively with their rear armor exposed, but on their frontal armor they're having not much success, unfortunately. And the Axis quite content with how things are going. Lumber their King Tigers forward, wipes the squads, back away for repairs, rinse and repeat. And they're racking up some pretty nasty kill counts. See a major recon pass coming in from Bungjjeubungjjeu. Nice veteran move from him. Let's just see what's going down. See some rifleman flares. Oh, he's going to drop some white phosphorus up there. Another Stuka barrage, probably on this blob. Almost takes down the Scot there. That's a highly vetted up Scot. King Tiger now moving to the south. Looks like he's going in for a crush here. Hard to crush with such a slow tank though. Oh, he could take an AT grenade. AT grenade. Yes, he's going to take an AT grenade. He's getting quite low. He's taking a lot of bazookas. Where are the Jackson working on it? He's getting low. Where are the Easy 8s? Easy 8s back here still. Needs those Easy 8s for support. Otherwise, this King Tiger's going to get away again on extremely low health. Frangible deployed there, and Jackson's trying to attack ground through the Frangible. Oh, and he misses. And now there's a lot of AT coming from the north. Jackson and Scott's got to get out of there. Doesn't want to lose this highly vetted up Scots. Luckily it shoots at the other one first though, so that will be another close. I mean, Close to kill there on that King Tiger, but unfortunately not. This is where, as I was saying, they need this coordination between the two players. Oh, but he catches that Stuka out of position there with all those easy 8s. What happened to the... Okay, the King Tiger was in the back, and now he's working on the Schwerig. He takes it down. Look at that. 4 easy 8s doing so much damage to that Schwer. But slow to react. May lose his easy 8 here. King Tiger activating Blitz. Ooh, no, he did have just enough health to survive that one. And now he doesn't have Blitz. This would be a prime time to try and get around behind it and try and kill it. Double AT guns working on the front, failing to penetrate time and time again. He's got 2 squads out here, and that's enough to dissuade CPU NonStandard from chasing. He doesn't want to take it. Shreks and Faust to the rear armor. Once again, I think that was a mistake there. CPU NonStandard playing a bit too passively and are unable to kill these King Tigers. Looks like Krotentoten's probably going to try save up for another walking Stuka, I imagine. Hopefully this one will not die. No, in fact he's going for a Jagdpanzer. And that will work wonders against those easy 8s. This is a real marathon of a game, and I can only imagine the fatigue from the players starting to set in now as we get close to the hour mark. $60 kills for this King Tiger. How's this one doing? Also Vet 4 at 37 kills. One's been dealing more with easy 8s. That's why he's got similar veterancy, but for a lot less kills. Okay, easy 8s here. Looks like they're trying to get a flank off. No, they decide to disengage. May lose his easy 8 as a result. No, lucky escape there. And everything once again bouncing off the King Tiger's frontal armor here. Oh, he's got to be extra careful now with his Jackson. That Jagdpanzer there very easily killed that Jackson. Just a couple shots. Jagdpanzer, of course, being more mobile than the King Tiger, much easier for it to chase down. The Jackson, despite not having a turret.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Oh, that squad. Must have 9 lives. It seems like I always see a Vet 5 Fallschirmjäger with that trick escaping on one man. And every projectile here connecting with the ground. There's a slight elevation change here, and that does make it hard. There used to be a road here, and that is what causes that elevation change, but it can be quite hard shooting up that hill. So it looks like King Tiger is making its way through the north. Knock out this AT gun. Switches targets to the Jagdpanzer. Jackson from the south. Easy H from the north now. Like this AT gun will actually get away. Just trading a few punches here. No real knockout shots yet, but just Start peppering each other. A few jabs.
Our resource sector has been cut off from our supply
Okay, both
chain.
King Tigers, in fact, getting very close to Vet 5, and I don't know if I've seen many Vet 5 King Tigers, honestly. I can't even remember seeing any Vet 5 King Tigers in my games or games that I've cast so far, so this could be our first, and could see 2 in 1 games, so here we go. Looks like CPU NonStandard now bring in another Easy 8. Perhaps he's going to jump out of one of his tanks so he makes sure he can actually bring that thing out. Capped by population cap. Looks like both Easy 8s here in the north. So it looks like the Easy 8s are going to try to soak up the King Tiger blows head to head. The Jackson operating from the south, trying to do the cheeky plays from there. Jackson needs to activate the high velocity rounds though, armor piercing rounds. He wants more reliable penetration and more damage. Looks like the Scott just went down there. Oh, this King Tiger's getting extremely low. One more shot and it will go down. Will the Jackson penetrate? He does. He gets a King Tiger. Nice win there by Bungjjeubungjjeu. And this Jagdpanzer also getting extremely low, but both these US Forces tanks have to retreat in the face of a lot of Shrek squads. But they're going to pick up an extra bazooka for their troubles, so no, we're not going to see the King Tiger twins both reach Vet 5, unfortunately. This one has reached Vet 5, but the other one did die at Vet 4, I'm pretty sure. So we've still got 5 Easy 8s from CG NonStandard. So he should be able to overwhelm the amount of Axis armor we have here, but there's still, as I was saying, a lot of handheld AT on these 3 squads here. They've got Shreks and bazookas that they've picked up from their allied counterparts. Looks like, in fact, this squad's got...
Raketenwerfer ready.
Oh, it's hard to see. They're all clumped up right here. Looks like 2 of them have got bazookas. So it looks like 2 of these squads have bazookas and Shreks. There's a lot of AT in that one little cluster there. Look at this! Look at this! This is an army right here. How's our Bungjjeubungjjeu doing? Still got that Vet 3 Jackson. Lost his Scots now though. Probably needs to rebuild those Scots to try and work on those infantry now that the Axis have started to field. Easy 8s poke their heads forward. Oh, down goes one of them. Jackson approaches from the south. Looks like the Jagdpanzer switches targets to it. He's using the camouflage on that though, making it very tough for the Jackson. Jackson's going to get away. Looks like they're all going to disengage after that. Still a good win there for the Axis, picking up one of those Easy 8s for nothing in return. Looks like the Easy 8's more preoccupied with trying to deal with this infantry at the moment. And as I was saying, they are slightly less effective than the regular Shermans against infantry. Jackson now trying to knock out this King Tiger. It's getting extremely low. One more shot and it will go down. These squads up here trying to get some sight for the Jackson. Jackson going deep. Can he get the shot off? No. Just managed to decrew that Raketin though, which is good news because it might have killed him on retreat. And once again, a just extremely narrow escape for one of these King Tigers. And And maybe once again, because of CPU NonStandard's reluctance to fully engage there. Oh, we got a fresh walking Stuka from Krotentoten. It's a bit of damage in there. Looks like Victor is now going to go for a Jagdpanzer as well, seeing how well that is working for Krotentoten. And really, 2 Jagdpanzers and a King Tiger. That is going to be too much, I feel, for the Allies to engage head on. So maybe they need to make some plays around here, and if they do so, they could probably knock out these trucks down here quite quickly with all those easy 8s. Get this deep into the game, sometimes you're not thinking laterally, and that may cost them the match here. Oh! You see, lucky that these easy 8s have the extra bit of health over the regular Shermans, otherwise they would have died so many times by now. Just in that extra bit of wiggle room, which allows them to escape.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Still, the Axis getting quite low on VPs, down to just 105 to the Allies 213, so they're still ahead in that respect. And in terms of army size, it's pretty much pulled even. Actually, no, it doesn't. I think it was. The Allies still ahead in terms of army size. Those Decisive easy 8s. But in terms of army strength, I'm not so sure. As I was saying, there's a lot of bazookas on these squads here. They've got a lot of AT, and I'm just worried that CPU NonStandard is going to try to engage against all this anti-tank head on, and that does happen. Looks like Bungjjeubungjjeu is rebuilding his Scott. Nice to see. And this was a airborne assault being dropped here, mainly used for the capping, but also nice to get that. Oh, and he gets wiped actually.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Also for that extra squad. Now the Axis armoured assault rolling straight down the centre, putting some pressure onto CPU NonStandard. It drops White Phosphorus, good. Try and get rid of this infantry support here. And it looks like Bungjjeubungjjeu is trying to approach from the south, give some support to his ally. If he does get in from the rear, he could do a lot of damage to these tanks. Slightly low, could take a snare here. Right, they are in decent positioning here. The target activates Blitz, and it's actually pretty fast now, this Vet 5 with this extra mobility buffs. Getting out of harm's way quite hastily. So the Axis just, once they got those King Tigers out, they've just been grinding and grinding and grinding their way back into the game. Allies having a lot more trouble having to micro 5 tanks to try and deal with Axis's much less numerous amount of tanks. And it's definitely taking its toll on them. Down goes one of the Scots. As I was saying, these guys have got so many bazookas and Shreks. So lethal against fragile units such as the Scots. Quick largely dodged there. Did quite a bit of damage to the Scot though. Oh, easy 8's approaching with its rear armour exposed. Oh, now he's doing a pirouette and he's probably going to go down here. Yep. Nice pathing there. New and improved. Everybody's favourite. Reverse into combat, do a pirouette and die. That's everyone's favourite manoeuvre. Since those pathing improvements. So we've still got a lot of easy 8s here in the north. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 and a Jackson.
Send your orders.
Oof. A lot of AT all at once connecting with the easy 8. That's going to go down. Yep, getting caught up on each other. That was his Vet 3 one as well. Big loss. I feel like he could knock out this Jagdpanzer if he... Oh, nicely done there. Jackson from the south arrives in the nick of time, knocking out that Jagdpanzer. Has to back away though. There's so much AT on these squads. Look at that. Easy 8's dead. There's like one volley from this and a King Tiger shot. White Phosphorus arrives and on the nick of time. Down goes the Jackson now as well. King Tiger's on the rampage, activates Blitz, closing distance on these Easy 8's. But decides to disengage, getting very close to the Allied base, but the Allied army keeps getting smaller and smaller, and the Axis keeps getting bigger and bigger. In fact, it looks like they've kind of just given up now. CP and NonStandard now blaming his teammate, but honestly, I think Bungjjeubungjjeu did pretty damn well this game. The only time that he lost a tank needlessly was in the south here, but that was more to do with pathing than any other issue. And CP NonStandard quits after having a bit of a whinge. But yeah, I actually think Bungjjeubungjjeu probably did a little bit better than CP NonStandard in this game. But just some lucky King Tiger escapes from both these Axis players. And that's all it takes. Also, I think, as I was saying, CP NonStandard perhaps need to go for one of those all-in-place to try and knock out these King Tigers when there was very little infantry support. Once that infantry support came back onto the field, that's it. And yeah, GG. What a marathon match, and very entertaining as well. And I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.